Hi everyone. Now it comes to the point. Hi everyone. Let's look into the introductions of LectureMaker. What is LectureMaker? Basically, LectureMaker is an online e-learning authoring tools or software which empower everyone or anyone to create interactive lessons as well as activities that can be delivered in various ways. Yeah. So this is basically a software that allows you to create e-learning content. So in this case, you can be anyone. It can be a subject matter expert. It can be a trainer. It can be instructor that want to develop learning content. Okay, and especially interactive learning content. Well, with LectureMaker, subject matter expert can share their knowledge and expertise by developing and distributing highly interactive and persuading learning material. Moreover, I think one of the main concerns about e-learning content development is complying to standard. So good news is LectureMaker software itself, the output of LectureMaker file is the SCORM compliant. Who are the right users, or who are the users for LectureMaker? I think in this case can be anyone who wants to transfer his or her knowledge or skill into e-learning materials. And especially for those people who are familiar with Microsoft PowerPoint, then it will make their learning become much easier. Okay, so in this case, when I talk about the users, it can be the subject matter expert, trainers, as well as teachers. So let me share with you a bit about why LectureMaker. Well, like most of your concern, I think, or in this case, most of the concern from subject matter expert is how easy to use the tools, how easy to learn the user tools. So LectureMaker have been designed and developed in a way that is very similar to PowerPoint. So in terms of interface, approach, as well as terminology. So things like, for example, terms like slide master, template, and all these are something that is not new to most of us who are used to use PowerPoint. So in this case, it makes life easy for those people who want to learn more about LectureMaker. Secondly, I think LectureMaker also comes with a lot of features like layout, design, and template, which able to enhance the process of content development, especially when we're talking about lack of guidelines and framework. So with the use of design and template will help users to develop their e-learning content with more guidelines. Next, this is about I think one of the main criteria of authoring tools, able to integrate medias, so such as PowerPoint, PDF, Flash, images, sound, video, and audio. So in this case, LectureMaker are able to provide most of this integration, especially into various formats that are available in the market. So good news for those users who are using PowerPoint all this while. So by having LectureMaker does not mean that you have to redevelop your content. So most of the content that is done in PowerPoint can be easily deployed or easily to be inserted in LectureMaker. Well, for those lecturers or teachers who are teaching subjects such like mathematics and science, so LectureMaker provide a very good what you call the editors for creating graph editor that allow you to easily write mathematical formulas and creating diagrams, scientific diagrams, and so on. So that really give a lot of advantage for those who want to create those content. Nevertheless, interactivity is one of the main concerns of creating e-learning content, interactive learning content. So LectureMaker comes with quite numbers of ready-made buttons, especially for navigations, which allow user to specify to insert all these navigation buttons without having any programming involved. Besides navigation button, others button, the functional button, which is very useful for interactive, also available in LectureMaker. Well, next is about the dynamic live content. I think in this case, in the process of development, there are many cases that we would like to have our voice, our video to be as part of the content in e-learning. So with LectureMaker, user can just record their voice, video without having other software. So it's all come together with LectureMaker. So it makes life easy for the user, and those mini or sub applications are very easy and user friendly. And one more features, which is called live record, live lectures, or record lecture, is one of the key functions in LectureMaker that allow lecturer to record his presentations together with the slide. So that enable lecturers to enhance their the presentations by having the class face-to-face interactions. Lastly, LectureMaker allow you to deliver the content in the various output. You're allowed to deliver your LectureMaker files to anyone easily, especially those with the LectureMaker software. You're allowed to edit those content easily. And the deployment of LectureMaker format is very straightforward. Everything in a single file. You no need to worry about the file, the media's use and all that. Everything is will be in one single LectureMaker file. So it makes easy for deployment, any deployment. So, and beside LectureMaker format, actually we also allow you to publish into any web server as well as learning management system, and all this content which is into the learning management system can be easily deployed in a SCORM format. Okay, and lastly, some of the user or customer, it may have issues about do not have your web server, do not have your LMS, but you want to deliver e-learning over maybe on the CD-ROM drive or thumb drive. Yes, LectureMaker also comes with the features where allow you to export or to publish the content into an executable file. So that make deployment become very simple and easy. So that's all for the introductions of LectureMaker. Thank you.